Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Mark Walter is the new majority owner of the Lakers and he likes big signings and wants to build a super team to have a dynasty in the NBA. Luka Doncic has always praised the star Nikola Jokic, and putting them together would be extraordinary and the Lakers would have the best duo in the NBA. The new owner of the Lakers can invest in big stars and sign Nikola Jokic, in exchange for 5 players. On Wednesday, ESPN's Shams Charania announced that the majority ownership of the Los Angeles Lakers is being sold to Mark Walter, the CEO and chairman of diversified holding company TWG Global. After the reported $10 billion deal, a wild free agency trade involving a generational Denver Nuggets center was proposed to help Walter hit the ground running. The Lakers' new owner Mark Walter loves to make big moves, FanDuel Sportsbook wrote on X/Twitter. Imagine the Lakers traded for Nikola Jokic to pair with Luka Doncic? FanDuel Sportsbook's blockbuster trade proposal sends Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2031 first-round pick, and a 2028 first-round pick swap to the Denver Nuggets for Nikola Jokic. Jokic fell short in the MVP race this year after winning the award 3 times between 2021 and 2024. However, the 6'11" big man was undeniably the most impactful contributor on the Nuggets roster. When Jokic wasn't on the hardwood, Denver struggled to find a rhythm, proving the franchise had little to no shot of succeeding without the triple-double machine. Whether dishing out pinpoint, Houdini-esque dimes, taking matters into his own hands after snagging defensive rebounds, utilizing his large frame to bully defenders in the paint, or flaunting his refined three-point jumper, Jokic keeps the Nuggets afloat on the offensive end. Although Denver fired Mike Malone in April and the Nuggets suffered their second consecutive premature playoff exit, Jokic was sensational in year 10. The 2015 second-round pick averaged 29.6 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 10.2 assists per game, shooting 57.6% from the field and 41.7% from three-point land. A Jokic, LeBron James, and Doncic in Los Angeles would give the Lakers a substantial edge over most Western Conference opponents. However, there's no chance the Nuggets would only accept an offer that doesn't include at least 3 or 4 first-round picks in exchange for the number 1 player in the NBA. Who bought the Lakers? Meet Mark Walter, a billionaire businessman who also owns Dodgers. After taking over in 1979, the Buss family will no longer hold majority ownership of the Lakers franchise. On Wednesday, June 18, the family entered an agreement to sell the majority ownership of the Los Angeles franchise to Mark Walter, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. Per the terms of the deal, Jeanie Buss will retain her role as the franchise's governor. Charania's report adds that Walter's agreement to purchase majority ownership of the Lakers is for a valuation of approximately $10 billion, making it the largest sale of a professional sports franchise in the world. Here is more to know about Walter and one of the largest ownership changes in NBA history. Who is buying the Lakers? Mark Walter is buying the majority ownership of the Lakers. Walter has long been a shareholder in the franchise, with an ownership stake of approximately 20% ahead of the 2024-25 NBA season. A sale of the franchise had to be approved by majority vote of the 6 Buss siblings. While a similar vote failed to remove Jeanie as chairman in 2017, this vote passed, with Jeanie voting in favor of the sale. Who is Mark Walter? Walter is CEO and chairman of the diversified holding company, TWG Global. He has been a minority stakeholder in the Lakers since 2021, and his business portfolio includes several professional organizations, namely the Los Angeles Dodgers. He was born on January 1, 1960, in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and, in addition to his role as primary owner and chairman of the Dodgers, is the primary owner of auto racing organization Andretti Global and the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks. Walter received his bachelor's degree from Creighton University and his Juris Doctor from Northwestern University. Mark Walter's net worth. As of June 18, 2025, Walter is worth $6.1 billion, according to Forbes. His net worth ranks among the top 600 wealthiest people in the world today. Brian Windhorst reveals only way Lakers can win with Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves. The Los Angeles Lakers fell far short of their championship aspirations than many likely expected in this spring's West playoffs. LA flipped a package centered around a first-round pick, 10-time All-Star big man Anthony Davis, and wing Max Christie, to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic and big men Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris in a franchise-altering midseason blockbuster. But without Davis, and after scuttling a subsequent attempted trade for 23-year-old Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams, when Williams failed his team physical, the Lakers were without critical rim protection heading into the playoffs. The Lakers were briskly manhandled by the bigger, longer Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs, with Jackson Hayes, now a free agent, and seemingly unlikely to return to town, installed as the team's starting five to kick off that series. Los Angeles's defense was patchy elsewhere. The team's three best players, Doncic, 21-time All-Star forward LeBron James, and guard Austin Reaves, are all great ball handlers and scorers but limited defenders, leading to a porous perimeter presence on that end. While appearing on a Thursday morning installment of ESPN's Get Up to discuss the Lakers' $10 billion team sale, longtime LeBron James insider Brian Windhorst explained how Los Angeles can survive if it opts to keep Doncic, 26, and Reaves, 27, together for the long term. If they're going to be committed to playing Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves together, in other words they're going to keep those guys on the perimeter, they're just going to need more interior defense, because those guys are susceptible on the outside, Windhorst suggested. So they need somebody who can defend. It doesn't have to be a blockbuster trade, but they need somebody who can defend at the rim with the players that they have. The Lakers may not be able to find another Anthony Davis without, say, trading LeBron James, but the team could still grab an athletic rim protector like Onyeka Okongwu or Mitchell Robinson with the right trade chips. Lakers Jazz trade report surfaces days before NBA draft. The Los Angeles Lakers are in win-now mode. To be perfectly honest, they usually are year in and year out. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the team, there's much more pressure for the Lakers to build a contender around them. That's why the Utah Jazz make sense as a trade partner. They are in a completely opposite situation from the Lakers. Because they are rebuilding, they have no need for win-now veterans on the roster. The Jazz have helped the Lakers before, as they bailed the Lakers out of the Russell Westbrook fiasco, but that came at a significant cost for the Lakers, as they traded a top 4 protected pick in 2027 to make it work. As it turns out, the Lakers definitely have their eyes on a Jazz player, Walker Kessler. The Salt Lake Tribune's Andy Larson revealed on Locked On Jazz that the Lakers are very much interested in the Jazz center while adding what they would put on the table. The Lakers have shown significant interest all the way back to the trade deadline, Larson said. Certainly continuing now, and him being their future of the center, giving up multiple picks to get there? That is on the table right now. I don't know if the Jazz take it. Certainly, they haven't so far. This report comes just days before the June 25 NBA draft that is expected to contain significant movement around the league. Kessler is up for an extension this summer, and the Jazz can decide whether he is part of their future or if they want to own the Lakers' draft capital for the foreseeable future. Luka Doncic named winner of Lakers' historic $10 billion sale. The Los Angeles Lakers made headlines on Wednesday, and it had nothing to do with a blockbuster trade. Jeannie Buss, the Lakers' governor, and her family elected to sell majority ownership of the Lakers to Mark Walter, who also has interests in the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Premier League club Chelsea, and the Professional Women's Hockey League. CBS Sports' Sam Quinn named the Lakers' newly acquired guard Luka Doncic a winner of the historic $10 billion sale. Think about the front office Doncic is coming from in Dallas Mavericks, Quinn wrote. Forget for a moment that it was dumb enough to trade him in the first place. When Nico Harrison took over in 2021, the Mavericks had Kristaps Porzingis and Jalen Brunson flanking Doncic. They lost both essentially for nothing. Doncic's prime, at that point, was not in good hands. Well, now the person shaping the organization as Doncic hits his theoretical peak will be Walter. No, he will not be making the basketball decisions, but his track record with the Dodgers speaks for itself. They haven't missed the playoffs since his first season owning the team. They've made the World Series 4 times, won it twice, and have won more than 60% of their games. He's going to put the right people in place to lead this team into the future. That's no guarantee of anything, of course, but it's a good sign for Doncich's hopes of competing for titles in Los Angeles. If Doncic wasn't convinced to sign a long-term extension with the Lakers this summer before the groundbreaking deal, he likely is now. Despite being far from the most dysfunctional NBA franchise, Quinn wisely noted that the Mavericks didn't have their act together while Doncic was a member of the organization. Doncic's experience in Los Angeles hasn't been 100% positive either. Still, the recent news should excite the 26-year-old playmaker, considering he wants to be a part of a franchise serious about raising multiple championship banners in the foreseeable future. The 5-time All-Star averaged 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game in 28 games with the Lakers this season, shooting 43.8% from the field and 37.9% from three while coming away empty-handed. Los Angeles failed to advance past the first round. If Walter works his magic and replicates the success he's achieved while working with other professional organizations, Doncic and the Lakers should be in tremendous shape. Rob Pelinka labeled as loser in historic $10 billion Lakers sale. The Los Angeles Lakers shattered the record for the largest ever sale of a professional sports franchise on Wednesday. The Buss family agreed to sell majority ownership of the franchise to Mark Walter for $10 billion. While Rob Pelinka was recently given a contract extension and promoted to president of basketball operations, he was labeled as a loser in the deal. Sam Quinn of CBS Sports revealed that despite pulling off a blockbuster deal for Luka Doncic, Pelinka's seat could get hot if the Lakers struggle in 2025-26. There is a pretty well-known executive with Los Angeles ties that is currently doing broadcasting work for ESPN, CBS Sports. Sam Quinn wrote. Bob Myers built the Golden State Warriors. He went to UCLA. It's hard not to think about him being for the Lakers what Andrew Friedman has been for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Where does that leave Pelinka? For now, the job is his. The Doncic trade probably bought him a reasonable amount of job security. But his relationship with Jeanie Buss, and by extension through his partnership with Kobe Bryant, the entire Laker organization, went a long, long way for him during a very shaky stretch of Lakers basketball. Remember, he has fired 3 separate coaches and been given the freedom to hire their replacements without any real scrutiny being put on his own performance. Even if LeBron James pushed for it, he ultimately traded for Russell Westbrook and let Alex Caruso go. A change likely isn't coming in the near term. Pelinka's performance in the 2025 offseason is now paramount. If he can put a championship-level team around Doncic and James, his job is likely safe. But if this season goes poorly, without the security of the Buss family's ownership, his seat could start getting very warm very quickly. While Jeanie Buss will continue to run the franchise, Quinn noted that Walter will likely have the ability to install his own people in the front office. Pelinka, who was already under pressure to build a title contender around Doncic and the aging James, will be in a much less comfortable position if things do not go well. Los Angeles enters the offseason with a dire need for a big man, while they are also likely looking for a point-of-attack defender. Pelinka, who has served as the Lakers' general manager since February 2017, will have his hands full if he wants to remain in the role long-term. LeBron James doesn't see himself playing in 2028 Olympics. In the summer of 2024, Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James led the charge for Team USA at the Olympics in Paris. LeBron was a flag bearer at the opening ceremonies and was named Olympic basketball MVP in leading Team USA to a gold medal. It was the 3rd Olympic gold medal for James after also winning in 2008 and 2012, and the assumption is that this would be his final trip to the Olympics. Considering he would be going on 44 years old when the 2028 Olympics take place, it is reasonable to expect that, but LeBron has continually proven that he can defy all odds and possibilities about what he is capable of. But even James himself doesn't see that happening, as the Lakers star spoke with Tony Maglio of The Hollywood Reporter and made it clear that he doesn't expect to suit up for Team USA ever again. Nothing has changed. Where we at, man, 2025 right now? Laughs, nah, nothing has changed. I mean, if I had to look at it right now through a microscope, I would say that, me being able to support Team USA for the rest of my life, that's for sure. But me actually going on and playing, I don't see it happening. I've given everything that I have, and I will always be appreciative and loyal and dedicated to Team USA and USA basketball. At 40 years old, LeBron was just named to the All-NBA second team, so he is clearly still one of the best basketball players in the world. Even with the natural decline he is sure to experience, James almost definitely could still be an effective basketball player in 2028 and help Team USA if he wanted to. And let's not forget that those Olympics will take place in LeBron's backyard in LA. But that is simply too much to ask of the Lakers star. In all likelihood, James will be retired from the NBA by the time those Olympics roll around, and he has put in more than enough time to be able to sit back and let the next generation of stars take over Team USA. Lakers LeBron James being urged by kids to keep playing. Most expect LeBron James to retire from basketball very soon, as he just finished his 22nd NBA season. Each offseason, the Lakers superstar evaluates everything before making a decision on whether to return, and, of course, his family is a major factor in everything. James made it clear that his family, and particularly his children, continually push him to keep playing, adding that having their support makes his decision much easier.